what keeps people coming back.
Absolutely.
I love that that's the first thing for this broadcast is you saying that.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to D&D Russ Edition 2k7Teen, Episode 7, Lost and Found. I am your host with the most roast. I am the tuber, the potato, formerly known as Russ the Busker.
I'm a potato.
So, I'm an eggplant, a sweet, sweet eggplant.
Yes. We find our party in a rather precarious position. Politics. Our party had just spent the whole day putting out fires and narrowly missing very, very dangerous encounters with very scary looking armored people who caused fires. They also had the chance to meet our good friend Sparp at a bar. It wasn't at the bar, was it? It was during the fire putting out. We met Cal Anders, the famous promoter of the Gladiator Dome. We're going to call it the Shatter Dome. Is that the Terror Dome? I can't remember which one it was.
This is not Mad Max.
Yes,
the Shatter Dome.
Was it the Shatter Dome? And it's funny because we call it the Shatter Dome now. We hadn't watched that episode of Taz, and they also call it the Shatter Dome. So I'm like, oh no.
Well, you know what? It'll be fine because that's the only thing in this entire campaign that's going to have been inspired by the Adventure Zone for sure.
But it wasn't. Yeah, totally. But the funny thing was, it wasn't even inspired by it unless you knew about it. And we're doing
totally coincidental.
It was actually you. Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, Mordai rushes in.
Yeah, Mordai rushes in. So you guys are meant to be going to the Senate. So you guys are currently in the Senate accommodations. Your goals for the day are going to be go through the Senate. Hopefully that all goes well. Afterwards, go secure a ship. Go find Lunar.
I feel like one of those things should be before the other things. You know, casually throwing that in there.
The person that was with us was like, "You're doing this first, damn it."
Like, you have no choice. And we were like, "But our friend," and it was like, so.
I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah. Yeah. So, because the Senate is full of a bunch of old white people, they need to go first.
The gravity of not having our diplomat with us when we go to talk to the Senate is not lost on us.
So
that's fine. Just turn around.
So do you guys? You guys are still in the accommodation now. Obviously, Sparp isn't there. Actually, we might have Sparp come to the Senate anyway.
Yeah, sure.
We'll
what could possibly go wrong in that scenario?
Yeah, totally.
Sparp is just in the peanut gallery.
Yeah. So Sparp, we're gonna say Sparp agreed to come along to the Senate, only so that they could immediately go find Lunar afterwards. So with you, like, we're gonna situate this. How are we gonna situate this? Okay, so the rest of the party, aside from Sparp, is up in the accommodation, and they have to basically go out through the lobby, outside, and over to the Senate. We'll say Sparp is waiting in the lobby. And so, is there anything you guys want to do, talk to each other, say before you guys get ready to go to the Senate?
I want a bagel.
And you're just saying this in the lobby too, not to anyone in particular. And there's people walking by going, "Oh yes, yes, of course, sir. Right away." And then a servant walks off and gets you a bagel.
I love it.
With
continental breakfast service.
Cheese.
Oh yeah, and they load it up, and it's like a New York style cream cheese.
You've never
got
been
that
to New
right.
York.
I have bagels in my fridge. Right
No,
now.
but it's like, yeah, we all do.
They have
Just
lots?
like tons of cream cheese on top, and there's no
Do they have
specific
lots?
demand for lots. They should. They should.
But do they?
But no, the hotel can't afford locks, unfortunately.
Stumble
That
just wants a
bastard.
side salad. He's watching his figure.
Okay.
Those stairs.
So you guys are up in the room still. What do you guys do?
All right, so Dane, Stumbleduck, Cat. What do we want to make sure we go over?
So Elaine pulls out her little journal and just flips through it. And then goes, what?
I was just gonna say, you just feel shoes like trembling atop your head.
So Elaine is going to say, I guess the first thing we should mention is that Archweaver Gomeo tried to kill us with a giant storm.
Feels like a solid
say-
foundation.
Yeah.
I think that's a good opener. Maybe we should introduce ourselves.
Yeah. We didn't do that the last time.
We should do
I
that.
don't know. I
after
feel
that.
like bursting in and shouting, "That motherfucker tried to kill us! That old bastard's a murderer!"
So you're gonna come out swinging
last
essentially. You're gonna come out swinging essentially and just go, that guy, and yeah.
Just jump right into those persuasion rolls. Wait.
Yeah, you're not messing around. We only have an hour here, so you're like, no.
Gotta get shit done.
Gotta get shit done. All right. So you guys make your way into the lobby, and you guys see Sparp sitting there waiting, noshing on a bagel with tons of cream cheese all up in his face. And he goes,
Excuse me, servant. Give my regards to the baker. This is a fantastic bagel.
"Oh, those are store-bought."
Holy shit, seriously?
Yeah, Tesco.
Fuck me! Tesco brand bagels are the bee's knees.
Ellie just cried a little. Okay, so you guys see Sparp in the lobby, and Nami is in the lobby as well. He goes, "Okay, guys, we gotta go. Come on, please, hurry up. I cannot be late for this." It's a little anxious about it, and I know. And then as you guys walk outside to go to the Senate, who the fuck do you see?
Walk outside, Mordai brushes a little bit of dust off of his fancy ass jacket.
Okay, you have the jacket on. Duly noted. When you walk outside, it's bright out. It's a little smelly because of all the smoke. But who do you see? Lunar just standing there, looking a little confused.
So, it's the dog, trash dog. Oh, it's been ages.
Yes.
Elaine runs over to Lunar, goes, "What happened to you? Are you okay?
Bro,
Did you
I don't
die?
even
Is your
know.
soul okay? Did a devil steal your soul?"
Stumble is just gonna.
That seems like a very personal line of questioning.
That's very specific.
I don't know you. I don't know you like that.
Mordai just kind of cautiously pulls his drum out.
Cautiously pull Ocarina out.
Wonderful.
Cautiously pulls out tuba.
Casual tuba.
Yeah, casual tuba.
Yeah, casual tuba. I mean, look, If that's going to be our new greeting, I'm fine with it. Just plain random notes. Not even good ones.
No, all the bad ones, in fact.
Yes, every bad note possible.
Exclusively the bad ones.
Yes. Oh my god. Those are good ones. Yes.
Also,
Just the bad ones.
Where's John Cena?
Nobody
John
knows.
Cena is still in your arena.
Oh.
The Cena arena?
We've been trying to figure that out for months. We can't fucking see him.
Oh.
Oh, he's on set of Transformers.
So Elaine is going to look at Leonar's hands to make sure that there isn't a gauntlet on either of them.
Yeah, when you see, clean, just nothing there. Choose. You see, Lunar's hand is glowing a little bit.
It's probably fine.
Shiny? Why?
It's not
I'm
shiny.
just really pale.
But Choose doesn't know the difference between glowing, glimmering, etc. If it produces a light effect, it's shiny.
Does Stumble hear anything else from Choose? Can I interpret this in some way?
So what you interpret is basically her arm is glowing.
But specifically for Choose.
Yeah, due to the goggles.
Yes,
Okay.
I was going to say, I think that we all understand the goggles except for Choose anyway, so I think that we all know that means magic hands.
I have no idea what any of you are fucking talking about.
Choose
This
has
is
special
good.
glasses that let them see magical things. That was determined many episodes ago. It was bartered. There's money exchanged.
Nami.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're fine.
No,
you're
you
fine.
go ahead.
Oh, I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say.
You
I
were here
was-
for that, Chelsea.
Yeah, no, I'm not questioning that.
Okay.
I was gonna pull Elaine to the side actually, but
Yeah,
if we're
go for
being rushed. Hey, Elaine, you know how you asked about that whole like my soul thing? That's so crazy. We should go talk about it. That way. Let's go that way.
Okay, yes, let's talk
Oh.
about that.
That's perfect.
Stumble, can I have an apple?
I mean,
Stumble?
Oh, what?
Uh,
Sorry, I was reading the chat. I got distracted. And
can you? Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I have that many apples left. No, you cannot. What do you need it for?
I fucking need something right now, that's all.
You have a problem.
Choose gives
Tiny
you
human.
half of an apple. I need you to know that it is probably covered in raccoon hair and spit, and it's like not very pretty, but it's meant as a nice gesture.
I have a dimwit apple. Do you want what? You could ask me. Hi, I'm also here.
Choose
I
the
also
3.5
have
apples.
Yes, please, thank you. I really.
We should not.
Elaine didn't have a good night.
Choose just puts the half of an apple back in their bag then, and looks very rejected.
So basically, you guys you guys are walking towards the Senate, but Elaine and Luna are just kind of like walking slightly slower.
Cool. So, Elaine, God, it's been so long. That necklace you're wearing is really nice. Where'd you get that?
Remember the Gauntlet Cabal guy? And Elaine has her notebook out, so she looks into the notebook. Borel, he gave it to us, remember?
No, I have very poor memory, and I just don't pay attention to anyone. I don't know. It's kind of a hard thing. You guys just sometimes aren't that interesting. It's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Elaine. You're funny. Oh, you funny, Elaine. I just wanted to find out. Just what I'm saying. It looks really good on you. It brings out your eyes. What color are Elaine's eyes? Just a side note.
Brown.
What a beautiful color. Truly. Truly. So unusual. Oh man. I was just curious, man. It's been so long. Also, I'm gonna tell Elaine about the freaky fucked up happenstance because I don't want to lie to Elaine and be like, okay, so man, I had you know how you asked about my soul thing? Like I had the weirdest like fever dream. That was it though. Like there was some lava. There was a lot of sulfur smell. I met a beautiful man on a beach. We asked him about mesh shirts. Or I did, really. It was a weird thing. That's all that happened. Like, it was crazy. And he was going to put a gauntlet on me, and then he didn't. He just stuck my hand in fire. And that was kind of rude. That was it. Do you think it means anything?
Well,
is that bad?
I had premonitions of it, so that's
probably not great. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I don't know. I think that there might be issues for both of us. I'm kind of a little freaking out.
Oh, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. Look, my hand's thoroughly not covered in fire right now. Do you see it?
Like I just ate the dimwit apple you gave me, and I am still stressing the fuck out right now.
I have some wine, some dimwit wine. Would you like that too?
Oh.
Is that a no? Is that a soft no?
I think it's so.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so it's at this point Nami is like, "Come on, guys, hurry up, chop chop."
I don't know you like that, and I'm walking as fast as I can.
Don't tell me to do a chop. You don't look like you could take one of my chops.
Okay, so you guys arrive at the Senate, and you get whisked away into the large Senate room, and the Senate's fucking huge. It has a lot of these like pods that everyone kind of sits in, and they kind of get raised up really high, and they're like pillars essentially that get that get risen up into the air rather high, and that's kind of everyone's position within the Senate. So you guys are escorted into a pod that's in the middle of the room, and you rise up into the air, and when you get up into the air, you see lots of people in their own pods. They look like senators. They're all dressed the same. They're in red robes and red and white robes, and they are arguing fairly furiously with each other. At this point, everyone needs to make a perception check, please.
Okay. That's a whopping 9.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay.
6. Elaine is still worrying about Lunar and her souls.
Yeah.
My multiple souls.
I got an 18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Unnatural
so
20.
Oh.
unnatural 20. Okay, Sparp. Stumble and Lunar, you guys are looking around, and you see rustling up above in the rafters, kind of like where people are watching.
Do I notice any jimmies?
There's no jimmies. There's in fact no jimmies.
Okay, carry on.
That would be funny though. You notice that there's this rafters, and there's not a ton of people in there. Rustling, yes. Enjoy that. Oh, the puppers is laying right behind me. And so you notice. Everyone notices. Of all people, Gomeo is in the room.
Choose
Of
death
course.
grips. More dice
Dope.
cards.
He is. You basically see like almost like a panel of 8 senators.
Can I very, very obviously roll my eyes and sigh? So, like, people know.
Yeah.
People know.
Stumbleduck has no class, so he's just gonna wave Twig at him very angrily.
Okay.
Yeah, Gomeo bad.
Sparp. Basically, the sense you're getting is, he is not our Bromeo. You get the idea that Gomeo is not someone your party likes. And so the room is just loud as hell. Everyone is talking very loudly and arguing, and you hear a very large bang of like what sounds to be like a gavel, but like it doesn't sound like wood banging. It sounds like maybe steel, and then that gets everyone's attention. Everyone kind of quiets down, and one of the archmages that's sitting near Gomeo he stands up and says, quiet. We are here to hear a statement from a party that resided in Trerio. And so Nami kind of stands up and says, yes, we have an account of people surviving a boat wreckage that was caused by Archmage Gomeo. They were traveling from Bury, and that is when Gomeo cast a spell to create a storm, sinking the ship and killing 3 people. Does the party have anything to say?
All right.
I think it should be clarified that when she says 3 people, what she means is every single person on the boat except for us and Gomeo.
And I think that was 4 people.
Gary?
Yeah,
I
He
just want
technically didn't die on the boat.
that's true. He died escaping.
No, and that's the joke, is everyone forgot about Jesse.
Wait, do we still have Gary in the bag?
No, we gave him back,
Gary to
remember? We
Simon.
had that full funeral.
Right.
So
okay.
if someone
I
wants
must
to
have
correct
mentioned
him.
Yeah.
About Jesse, I can do that. Excuse you. Sorry. You're actually wrong. That's fine, though. It's actually one more person. Jesse? Right? Guys, I'm going to look back and be like, Jesse?
Yeah, yes, it
That
was
was Jesse.
a captain,
Jesse.
Yeah.
first officer, second officer, and Gary. The 4
Jesse,
people.
was Jesse the boss-ass bitch? That was our friend, right?
I always thought Gary was a boss-ass bitch, but I mean...
We're not counting Gary right now because Gary is truly... I can't say
No.
anything. I swindled him.
You really can't.
Jesse was actually the older man. The boss-ass
Oh.
bitch was Jameson.
Jameson, like the fucking alcohol. Yeah. Yeah. Jameson. So yeah, Jesse was there too, and he mattered. Yeah, he mattered.
I mean,
I shake my fist a little. I can't hear you.
You're not making noise.
Nope.
Sorry. The Archmage who was introduced as Archmage Jer, he basically says, "Oh yes, Jesse. Forgot about him."
Yeah, Jer, we know.
How do
Okay.
you spell Jer?
But that actually kind of just shows like the level of just snobbery within the Senate. That's 2 R's, actually.
Oh.
Jer.
Could you self-insert Jared into the game?
No, Jer. Our friend Jer is this.
Oh, see. That's
Difference.
Okay.
And this is an old man. And so, does the party have anything to say? Anything else to say other than correcting me?
Well, no, sorry. I would like to say some more. Can I, before I say more, can I do a diplomacy roll?
Yeah, go for it.
I got a 24.
Holy!
If I even get, I got a 15. I have a +9.
Yep. Yeah. No, go for it.
Okay, so
Yeah. So, what are you trying to convince them of?
I'm just trying to recant, and I'm trying to retell everything in a very positive light, so that he understands that Gomio's just kind of a dick. I do understand that this is probably corrupt politics, though, because old white men in positions of power.
True.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me there's any other form of politics?
You got there. Anyways, so my friend Gary, who I got to know so well, what?
I was just going to say, for a fact, Choose hands you a quarter of Gary's handkerchief so you can dab at your face.
Thank you. I also specifically put on the lucky ring that Gary gave.
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, gave me. My friend Gary truly was a great man. We can all agree, I'm sure. He felt wronged by Gomio before in his life, and got a little feisty with Gomio. And Gomio then decided to throw himself in the air, cast a giant storm on us, and try and murder us all. Do you know what that's called? Did anyone pick up what that's called? Elaine, you know magic. What was that called?
The storm spell.
Yeah, that thing.
She looks in her notes and tries to find it. I will get to you in a second.
That's fine. Main
I
point
believe
is
it's called straight up homicide.
Yeah.
boom.
Straight up murder.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Called a dick move, okay?
Yeah.
And
Main
then
point
she
here
looks
is
up from her notes and goes, I think that it was the storm of vengeance.
Yeah.
Bad.
oh.
Real
Gee.
bad.
So what we have here is we have we have several witnesses telling the exact thing he did. It was the exact spell. We were all there. And I'm just saying, dude's guilty of being such an asshole.
And he shouted at me.
It? What?
He
shouted.
Also,
Elaine.
Can,
he also may have contracted a killer.
can I go ahead and roll up diplomacy check here?
Yeah. Go for it, Sparp.
Okay, so that.
Yeah, you actually
would
weren't there for
be-
this.
Oh no,
Right.
no! Just trust me. That
Go
would
either
be
horribly wrong or amazing.
Okay, so there's not actually a diplomacy skill. God
it's
damn
just
it,
persuasion.
5.0 is weird. Oh, persuasion
Yeah,
it
no.
would be? Okay, then. That would be a 17.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
He was at a show once and he said I looked fat in my outfit. He's a dick.
And you guys, just from both of those responses, the crowd goes wild. They're just booing. They're just like, because right now Sparp is over right now as a babyface. So it's very real to them. So they're like, oh, boo. And
one guy in the back, they took his germ.
And
Thank you.
actually, Gomio stands up and says, "I object."
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
sure you
as soon as
fucking
he
do.
lands,
Um,
Elaine just dives under the nearest thing that she could dive under because
Look
she's like,
how traumatized she
it's happening
is.
again.
So
does Choose need to roll a diplomacy check to say words?
if you want,
Oh, God damn it, please.
Okay, that's a persuasion roll?
Yes.
Did you
Yep.
say? That's a 6.
yeah, you're just like, you're trying to explain it, but like you're a raccoon, and everyone's like,
I really just want to choose to, like, as he stands up and goes, I object, just go, bad man! Bad
and
man!
everyone's like, who let the raccoon in here? Who let the dog in here?
Is that what the fuck that is?
Yes, it's a sweet baby dog. Sweet baby
And so you actually start hearing the hammer as Gomio did object. Gomio says, and actually, I need to make a. What is. Hold on. Let's see here. Right. 17? Okay.
Yes.
So Gomio actually says, I wasn't even on that ship. I have many people who said who could speak to seeing me here in Citadel at the time of question.
Where
In question.
I am Stumble. I speak for the trees. You fucking lying.
Look, we have a stick that saw him specifically on that boat.
I would like to put Twig up for questioning.
Okay,
and then
Elaine.
Good.
I was just gonna say, Elaine, seeing that he is just speaking and not freaking the fuck out and like blowing shit up, Elaine's gonna like stand back up and like kind of brush herself off and try to like look around. Like, no one saw me dive under.
Actually, when you do that, you and Lunar need to make perception checks.
I got a 7. No, that was a different one. Sorry.
Jay said
Oh,
words.
Jay.
Oh no,
I'm
just
trying to find it.
real.
I got a
subtle.
16. Sorry. I have like all my dice pulled up at once. You can't see that. That's just a bright phone.
I got an 11.
Yeah. Okay. So what did you get there, Chelsea?
16.
So your arm, Chelsea, your arm or Lunar's arm actually starts getting really hot,
Great.
and your neck lane starts getting really warm.
Okay.
Is it
Ow.
like painful hot?
No, you think like in normal circumstances you'd feel like that would be really hot, but this is probably the hottest you've ever felt, but it doesn't pain you.
Am I sweating?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm fine.
Elaine, do you get the letter from
The what?
Mordai? Do you look at it?
Oh, Yes. So yeah,
Okay.
Elaine notices it, and remembers that he showed that last night.
Okay. So is there anything you do to after seeing that?
Elaine is not going to mention it right now.
Okay. So Jer says, or no, Gomio says, I don't know why these people have come to and said all these terrible things, trying to ruin my reputation here in the Senate. But I would say that these sources are fake.
Fake news.
I appreciated that, Russ. Elaine is going to say, Elaine is going to look in her book again to see if she remembers the name of the spell, and then says, "Is anyone here that could cast Zone of Truth? I will speak in a Zone of Truth to show that we're telling the truth."
Now, does anyone know how big a area Zone of Truth is casted?
Yes.
How big?
A 15-foot sphere, and it could be done by anyone within 60 feet.
I feel like you should have that caveat that if you have to be in a zone of truth, so does he. But like that's just me.
Yeah, why isn't this used for all legal recourse in this world?
It kind of should.
Yeah.
Because the government is corrupt.
Oh,
Yeah, are you trying to put
keep thinking about that.
Gomio in a Zone of Truth?
Well, she's going to say that I think that both Gomio and us, or Gomio and I, because I'm willing to submit to a Zone of Truth, Gomio and us should be in a Zone of Truth and should retell what we just said. Us telling about how Gomio killed everyone but us, and him saying that it didn't happen.
So Jer, who looks a little frustrated with everything, goes, "Yes, I think that's a great idea." And so the pillar that Gomio is on actually shifts closer. And it's actually kind of a terrifying thing. It just kind of like shifts closer to you all. And then Jer actually casts Zone of Truth. And all of you.
Oh,
Okay.
Now,
I love not lying.
Are you all going to just submit willingly to it?
Yeah.
I wasn't, but I apparently don't have a choice.
No, you
I
absolutely
was
have a choice.
very unhappy.
Oh no, I'm saying I rolled like shit.
Okay. Stumble, what'd you roll?
No, I was supposed to roll what? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
If you want to not submit to the Zone of Truth.
I mean, choose will do the thing.
Oh no, Stumble's going to submit, but he's very unhappy about it.
Okay.
Well, what's the
Ditto.
DC?
What would the DC be on that? I guess that would be.
Jared spell save DC.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty high. I'm gonna say it's gonna be actually an 18.
Yeah, I definitely don't make it.
Shits and ha-has.
Oh wait, shit! I super forgot that Mordai gets a charisma bonus right now.
Yes.
So with that, I still don't make
Oh.
Okay. And
Gomio makes it.
You gotta be fucking shitting me.
Well, I was assuming Gomio would make it. Let's be real.
Wow.
Okay, also, Gomio's charisma is probably high enough that He didn't have to even roll that high.
He can come at me, man. We fucking.
He's playing, so he immediately, as the Zone of Truth is cast, he says, "I was not on the ship.
Yes,
I was
you were.
here in Citadel."
Bullshit.
Bullshit!
And so Jer is.
See, now you're teaching the raccoon bad manners. Jesus Christ.
And so the Jer is just unsure what to do because it seems as though, in the Zone of Truth, everyone here believes that they saw Gomio in the boat, and Gomio is claiming that Gomio wasn't there. And so Gomio says, "Clearly what has happened here is someone has appeared as me, who is a strong wizard, and has caused all of this damage, but I was not there."
I catch the unpleasant scent of bullshit.
Do a perception check.
A perception check?
Yeah.
One day I'll remember what my bonus is for that. All right. That's a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you just see a lot of busy people doing busy stuff.
Also,
I'm so sorry.
I rolled an 11 on insight, which is also useless. But I wanted to see if I think that he is lying. But I'm pretty sure with an 11, I know nothing, Jon Snow.
If you think he's lying, or
yeah.
Okay.
So, for shits
What
and
race is
ha-has,
going on?
Russ,
What's up?
for shits and ha-has, I just decided to roll an insight check. I got a net 20.
Yeah, so
you know,
you know he's lying.
with a net 20, would there be anything useful I could do or say here?
You can tell that he's a little panicked.
And probably that he was able to beat
Can,
the search.
You know that he was able to beat the
Zone of Truth.
Can I also roll a diplomacy check here for shits and ha-has to see if I can adequately describe that? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's another nat 20.
Yeah, so you're
I love you, green dice.
Clearly,
I just
go for
let
it.
Spark do his thing. Your Honor, if I may, this man's hands are shaking. His eyes are shifting all over the room. There is a bead of sweat trailing down the right side of his face, and he looks generally uncomfortable. All in all, this man has no chill. He's not on fleek. He found a way to pass the lie detector spell. He's a lying sack of shit. He moonin'. He bull-moonin'. Trust me, I played a doctor.
I love this.
It's at this point a very, very large fireball engulfs Gomio.
Oh, good. I would like to loudly be like, "Oh no!"
I just reached
and you're not exactly sure where this came from. This came from like way above you. And so immediately, Jer casts Ray of Frost to put out the fire. And you see a very burnt Gomio kind of like almost like caked onto the pillar.
I mean,
Someone's gonna do a happy dance.
And
okay, maybe we should all not look so happy about that right now.
Campbell doesn't care.
And
let's see.
And so Gomio is muttering something, and Jer leans in, and as he does, Gomio dies. And when Gomio dies, you see something that's a little odd. And it's as if Gomio's spirit is being lifted out of the body that is caked onto the pillar, and it kind of does a couple rounds around the room and disappears.
I mean, does everybody see this?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, but like an upward direction? Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, towards the fireball person.
Okay.
Definitely not towards what you were thinking.
So it's at this point everyone's like really panicked and everyone's trying to like get out.
So question. You
Yes.
said that Jer went to like say something to Gomio?
No, was trying to hear Gomio was muttering something.
Okay. Was I able to read the lips of what he said? Because that.
Oh yeah, you can do that, can't you?
Yes.
All right.
For the record,
Yeah, I'm
Stumble
gonna.
is dancing.
Sorry.
For the record, Stumble is tap dancing. That's his happy dance right now.
Yeah.
For the
Is
record,
he
the
tap
next
dancing
chant.
well?
I don't know. Maybe.
Performance check
I
that.
guess- yeah.
So yeah, Josh, you think that Elaine probably read the lips of Gomio, and what you think Gomio said was, "We will rise, she will rise."
Oh, good.
Oh.
Probably fine.
Okay.
And so yeah, there's a lot of panic going on, and Jared is just like looking furiously at you guys.
So it's we will rise, he will rise.
We will rise, she will rise.
Women
Okay.
empowerment, man. I dig it.
Russ, I would like to note that at some point amongst all this chaos, Sparp totally yells out, "See, I told you! Liar, liar, pants on fire!
Yeah.
Liar, liar, pants on fire!"
And when you do that, like people listen. People listen, and like, you actually, you'll hear about it more later. But yeah, people definitely like took to that.
Yeah.
And so
Run from there.
sorry, Spark from air.
Mordai, just Sparp. Run from air.
So
If we get to the point where that becomes a possibility, I will absolutely run from air.
yeah, but for now, you guys have. So Jared looks at you guys and says, "We aren't done with you yet." And so as everyone's kind of escaping in the Senate room, guards kind of come and come up to your pillar, and your pillar just descends down to the ground floor, and they kind of take you away into a different room. And when you enter the room is kind of it's all pretty white. There's windows facing off into the ocean, and the ocean, all you see is just, it's a pretty calm ocean, but a storm in the background. And there's chairs. It looks like a boardroom almost. And the guards kind of point to these chairs, and they have you sit down. And so they basically say, please wait here until the chaos has died down, and Jarek can speak with you privately.
May I ask you a question, fair guard?
Yes.
In your professional opinion, as someone who I assume has been here for a while,
This is actually my third day. This is all crazy for me too.
I really? Your third day?
They put a lot on you for your third day.
Look, the craziest thing that's happened before this is Frank spilled coffee on himself. It was really funny, but his uniform was completely ruined.
Frank said it again.
Well, look, kid, you've been doing a really good job of keeping calm. At the rate that you're going, you could easily be a shift manager here.
Actually, to be frank, that's funny. But seriously, I'm just dying not to scream out and also ask for your autograph. But I'm trying to be professional.
You know what? Is there any paper and/or stuff to write on nearby?
Oh, I have a notebook.
Can we assume that you pull them out for this situation?
Oh, yeah,
does anyone have any
that
paper?
out immediately. Yeah, here you go. Here's some paper. Take it.
What's your name?
Jake, you make a charisma roll. It's Travis.
I specifically write out to Travis, keep following your dreams and anything is possible. Your favorite neighborhood superhero, Spark.
22. Yeah, and so as he's doing that, he goes, wait. Is that the devil? Oh my God. I watched you growing up as a kid. I am just like the biggest fan. I just like Sparp is great. And he's like, he's so over right now. I'm a little bit of a mark. I know my name's Travis, but but oh my God. Can I get your autograph?
I need it to be known that at this point, Shoes is like, I'm like scrambling for a pen in their bag or something because it's like me, literally.
Oh no!
Absolutely.
Spark's just smiling in the corner.
He kind of like comes over to you and it's like, "Hi, can I?"
Yeah, sure.
Shoes like reaches down and grabs the paper. Shoes also doesn't know how to write. Shoes is instantly overwhelmed.
So are you gonna grab the paper then, or everyone's looking really awkward right now?
So,
oh, bro, I'm laughing in character.
Another beat. Got it.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
There you go. Travis.
Travis, yes, thank you so much. And then as he scurries out, Jar comes in. And he's just kind of weirded out by the fact that he's still there. It's like, yeah, you can be dismissed. It's like, yeah, yes.
Good
And,
kid. You should give that one a raise.
Yes, he's new, but he's good at what he does.
A lot of potential. Stay really calm in a fucking situation.
Kid shows promise.
Speaking of, sir, the hell?
What has happened here today is tragic. Not because of what happened to Gomeo, but what Gomeo has done and the greater ramifications of what it means. There was a time where the Senate didn't exist, where artificers and weavers would fight endlessly. And it seems as though Gomeo is trying to bring those times back.
Oh, good.
Yes. These are not good times.
Well,
Well, I
then,
suppose it's ultimately a good thing that someone told him no, Mio, then? Too soon.
Well, clearly, actually, do you know anything about liches? Would you know anything about liches? I don't
Didn't
think you really
people
would.
used to use liches to, like, cure blood diseases and stuff? Put a lich on an open wound and it was supposed to cure, like, eat the bacteria or something.
No,
Isn't
you're
that how that
thinking
worked? Oh, great and powerful Diam.
liches are a type of fruit that's often baked into pastries and pies.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was always really bad at trigonometry.
Can I please speak to the smart one?
Elaine. Yeah, uh-huh.
Elaine's just like freaking the fuck out right now.
Elaine like sticks her hand up and says, I think that's me.
Are you calling us stupid, Elaine?
Are you the wizard?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
I've heard
right.
of you.
We're here.
You heard of me?
I've heard of you already. Now,
From who?
do you understand? Do you understand the ramifications of what happened here today?
I have some thoughts on that. By the
You
way,
see.
I also rolled a 24 on a knowledge check. So
Yeah, so basically what would happen is at the end of the war, some some weavers would resort to necromancy.
Mhm.
And that is a really big contention among the Senate, and they believe that that was the point where everyone crossed the line. And so necromancy is explicitly banned.
Okay.
And if you were to put a few things together, you would assume that. Actually, I'm not going to say that. Basically, it's understood that by his spirit lifting from the body, his body was not overly important to him, and that he could probably produce another body.
Okay.
And that the liches are back.
Okay.
Goody.
Liches get stitches.
The lich is back and there's hell to pay.
Well, let's
You're
better have
damn
my
right.
Thank you for one-upping me.
Now,
I got 99 problems, but a lich just became like 48 of them.
I like that song. Now,
Sorry, I used my weird voice. I only do that when I'm parties.
so basically, Jared will go on to explain that he is sorry that this all has happened. He believes that this has happened to you. He believes that you guys were. He believes that Gomeo has done this to you. He also talks a little bit more about how dangerous this means, or what the dangers this sets out for the Senate. As if the liches are back, then there's odds are there's more out there, and the Republic is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
He will then go on to say, "It seems like all our guards are not able to protect us from the coming dangers ahead. So
Tell them to get good.
We would like to enlist your help."
So we're not on
talking really
trial,
loud.
we're hired. All right, yeah. No, that's fine.
So it would seem
How much are you paying us?
you will be compensated royally. We don't have
Royally,
royalty.
like monetary. Like what? You gotta give me a number. How many zeros?
It will vary between each job.
Hey, now I'll
But you'll
take
be-
my throne somewhere. That's pretty royal.
You're pretty royal. Do I get a crown?
I mean,
I
you
I
could
just want a chiropractor.
you might be able to afford a
Yeah. What's the
crown.
health care we get on this? Actually, what's our insurance like?
So I
well,
can dental my smile's a huge
don't
part of
die.
my
Is it full
and-
dental? Do we get full dental?
I can't fix your teeth.
Do we get vision? I have dark vision, so that usually costs a
Oh
little more.
shit! Hold on. Oh dang.
Who's the
So,
healer?
yeah.
'Cause we need to cast
Wow.
Bone Heal.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's not too bad. Basically, if you make it back alive, we'll heal you up good.
That's fair.
That's fine. Can anyone heal your fucking attitude? Douche.
My attitude.
I know a great therapist. His name's Harold. I like him. He gave me a butterscotch once.
Go to his therapist. He sounds great.
Butterscotch.
So, I have an out of character question about
Yeah.
the whole lich thing before. When Elaine remembered the whole liches thing, would she remember any specific important female lich that it's important to know if
No, actually, she wouldn't have.
okay.
That's the fun part.
Okay.
I mean, what did you roll on that?
Well, I just rolled the Arcana check to know if I knew about liches. I could roll again if you want.
Yeah, it'd be more like a history thing. So I guess that would be yeah.
Okay, that is only a 19.
Oh, that was so close. I was gonna tell you everything at 20. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, yeah, 11 plus 8. Yeah, that's 19.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't really you figure there's something going on with
Mhm.
the last 100 years of the way you figure is in the last 100 years with the political landscape as it were, there's probably someone who's not been happy with how things have turned out.
Mhm.
You'd really have to get into some research to figure it out, but
Okay.
that's generally you figure that's kind of the direction it would be coming from.
Okay.
Can I ask if we're gonna get paid in advance a little more?
Wasn't the plan? Do you need anything?
Money. Yes, I need. I feel like I've been perfectly clear.
Do you just like having money for the sake of having money?
I'm literally a bard. I play performances for money. Yes, I love having money, and it's to buy stuff. What do you mean? Do you like having money? What's the question?
Okay, so they'll basically say, well, to get you started, we will actually make a persuasion check on this.
20.
Actually, yeah, okay. So he's like, well, that's pretty fair to get you situated to be set up to be performing the tasks we will ask you to do. It only seems fair to get you a bit of a stipend, a sum of money to get you going.
A
That's
Elaine-
Stipend. Thank you. Yes, I had a bit of a brain fart.
And Elaine is going to raise her hand and say, well, he's an archweaver too, right?
Yes.
So she's going to say, considering you're very good at magic and I'm learning, would you be able to teach me any spells before I go? Since the boat that Gomeo blew up was going to be me going back to school for a little bit.
Yeah. So
Perhaps the Senate Library?
Actually, make a persuasion check on that one too.
Psst, Bard, you should inspire me.
Which one?
Oh, okay, sure. I gotcha.
Ooh.
16.
I got a 20.
Yeah, so he
No.
looks at you.
I got a 19.
Yeah, so he looks at you and goes, well, ironically enough, the head of the school was Gomio. So I suppose I could.
Wow.
So basically, you guys just watched the death of Gandalf.
Does that mean he's gonna come back but stronger?
Wait,
great.
isn't it kind of like Dumbledore just got killed?
Sorry, which?
It's not spoilers.
So basically, yeah, he agrees to it. He'll say, "Yes, I will. When we find time, I will teach you."
Thank you.
Since I'm the, what was the? Just so I can remember, what was the name of the wizard in the Wizard of Oz? Was it just straight up the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, cool. So he basically is saying, since I'm playing Wizard of Oz right now, does anyone else need anything?
Aha.
Well, since you asked,
Food.
honestly, I've been hoping for. Honestly, I've been hoping for enough money to invest in some local businesses.
Food.
We will get the money things sorted later.
Food.
Yes, and will someone feed that dog?
I'm
I'm gonna give Choose. I want to give Choose one of the apples that I have. One of the dimwit
Choose
apples.
us 3.5 of them.
Well, then eat them.
Choose want something that is not for the night times.
Yeah.
By the
So,
way-
The night times and the hard days.
if
Choose
everyone
wants
else,
food.
Mordai, do you have any requests? Stumble, do you have any requests?
Stumble wants a promise from him that he'll be environmentally friendly.
Okay.
And that he'll help protect the environment, the trees.
Yes, of course. I would. I would aspire to be organically green.
Stumble will take that.
And Mordai, do you have any requests?
Ooh, I got one. Mordai takes out a small gold-colored wooden whistle.
Yeah.
And says, "Does this mean anything to you?"
Okay. Holy shit. Where did you find that?
Oh, it was a gift.
That is a very precarious whistle you have in your hand. I would surely love to investigate more into it, if you would. And then he holds out his hand.
Would you say that that's a gifted whistle? Can I roll a sense motive check?
Yeah, if you
I
want.
was gonna say, roll.
Both of you do it.
Pop a quick insight, and that's not gonna. Don't be wisdom; it's wisdom.
Yeah, it's
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, you think he's very interested in the whistle. It doesn't seem like he wants to keep it for himself, but he's a little worried about it.
I'm going to put my armor on Mordai. Brother, he seems like a trustworthy chap. If it turns out he's not, we can just break his arms.
Morda is just being slowly weighed down by Sparm's very heavy arm. That sounds... Christ.
Right, sorry. And I lift my arm off.
Right. Okay.
Sounds reasonable to me. Morda hands over the whistle.
I would like to know
just...
that I said that loud enough for the guy to hear.
Yeah. And so he gets it and he goes, "Thank you very much," and he puts it in his robe for now. We will get this back to you shortly.
You better, or else you'll be doing a lot of things with your feet from now on.
There it is.
All right. So one thing we can do.
It's after 11:30. People need to go to bed.
Yeah. No, we're gonna close it off for the night. We are going to go shopping at the beginning of the next level or next game.
I wasn't kidding about the whole investing in small local.
No, that's fine. That's fine. If you want to do that and make a story out of it, cool by me. Ellie, get the fuck off the couch.
I have a really big fucking weapon. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's cool.
Unless I can get a bigger fucking weapon.
Well, you never know.
There's always a bigger weapon.
But there's always another local bakery that can use my help, too.
Yep.
I'm thinking about Mr. Hooper. Yeah, that's right.
You know what? I already went out and got us a giant new weapon. His name is Sparm.
Oh my god, wait, no! I've officially decided that the first business I'm going to invest in is that delightful bakery that gave me that much. That's right, store-bought. And the store that they got it from. There we go.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's canon. I love it. Yeah, so we're gonna do some purchasing, but it seems as though the Senate has employed our party to not so much do their bidding, but maybe do some good in this world.
I'll do anything for money. That sounds not good.
And then maybe we can, and we'll see how Lunar and Elaine do with this ever-growing threat of the Cabal looming over them.
Question: is my arm still hot, or did that go away?
So as you're still in the Senate, it's still hot.
Cool.
No, hot.
If I lukewarm, gotcha. If I touch someone, would they feel it's hot?
Why don't you try?
I'm gonna go up to Elaine and just like pat her on the back.
So she just Elaine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So with Elaine, she feels a very warm hand.
Cool. That's all. It's my test.
Nice to test out on the actual child.
Pretty much
with the future goals
as warm.
Yeah, she just dissolves into yeah.
And I'm like,
okay. No, I was expecting us to explode because I was
like to be fair, Elaine
I
already
touched
affected by
someone's
the
Yeah.
Like I legitimately thought when you said, "Oh, Elaine," I was like, "Well, we just melded together. There is no more Lunar or Elaine. It is now
Lunane.
Lunanar.
I was going to go with Lunar.
Elanar, yeah.
Lunar.
Lunar.
I like that. I'm fine with that. Really, any of them are kind of good because they're none of them are really great.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No. So we'll go shopping. We'll try to come up with some really fun items for you guys to purchase with your first paycheck from the Senate. And we'll go
Government
from there.
money.
Yeah, you guys are getting those government funds now.
Oh wait, do we all get the money?
Yeah, you're all working for the government now.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, but the government's helping the environment now, so like.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, that's what they say.
Because of Sparmp and his very noted efforts in halting looters and polluters. It's a great PR. Great PR.
Well, now that I have the government behind me, I might get into some casual eco-terrorism, guys. So watch out.
Casual.
Real
And it works out for the government too, because now they get to be seen with, a really famous gladiator star.
Yeah, Sparp.
And his hat.
Oh.
Not his
Sparp and the other one.
Oh.
Sounds like a band.
Hang on.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna roll my heel Jay's pride. That's
I put
sorry,
that
Jay.
on for him.
Yeah. For a
That's
second,
not even a
forgot
joke. I
who
just
Jay
rolled on
is.
that one.
Sometimes you just gotta keep the ego in check.
You're like, who? Oh, right.
I lobbed it right over the plate.
Yeah. Cool,
I think
guys.
the most important thing from this session, though, is that Choose has now become the noblest creature in all of creation, a dog with a job.
Choose is so happy. Does Choose get to have a vest?
Oh.
Let's make that a thing. Oh my gosh. You might be able to buy one.
A
Like,
vest
a
with
little-
sunglasses.
And it'll just go over the armor, and like on the back, it'll just say like "Here to help."
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Actually, I'm gonna take a week to like come up with like cool items for y'all to buy.
The hello my
Matching vests.
my name is tag just has a paw print.
Choose doesn't know how to write.
Oh man, Choose and
Well,
Lord,
it's
I
a
got
paw
some
print.
kind of matching uniform.
I'm just trying to think of like other stores that we can call it, like maybe Tesco. Trying to avoid Costco because this ain't a fancy
Fantasy
Costco.
Costco, where all your dreams come true.
I got a
deal
deal
for
for
you.
you.
Thanks, the Adventure Zone. Thanks, McElroy.
Thanks, Griffey. You're such a good boy.
He is such a good boy.
Actually, is he a good boy? Have we checked up on that?
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Oh no. Let there be no doubt ever. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Did we get an update on that?
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Great.
He's sad. He feels terrible. He's basically shut down for the weekend, and the head of Polygon is like, no, this shit, like, he's fucking gone.
Oh,
Nick Robinson
cool.
is fucking gone. So, like, there's that. So, anyway, that dates this.
In my
Great.
3 minutes of silence, I just came up with my story arc for the next 5 minutes, or for like the rest of this campaign.
Fabulous.
By the way, we
Sparp
are
has
still alive.
ambitions now.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I think the DM knows.
Real estate.
Kinda.
Hey, DM.
Hmm?
Did you know that we are still online?
Yeah, I'm just about to stop broadcast for the day.
Wow.
Thank you, everybody.